That was one of my smoothest landings I've ever did. Hello and welcome. This is where the fun begins. We're going to do some push trips. Um, well, let's see what we can do first. I've picked one already from reading it. As you can see, it's under activities. Find your next challenge, and you can do the landing challenges, which are a lot. Um, I say a lot, but you have the famous ones, I guess, the epic ones, and the strong wind ones. So they seem interesting. We'll do them later, maybe in another video. But for now, we're going to do the bush trips. Test your navigation skills and fly long distances across remote locations. Um, yeah, there are 3 planes and 3 locations. We have Nevada, uh, Patagonia, and the Balkans. So Rijeka to Santorini, it's from Croatia to Greece. I'll click it. And as you can see, the flight length is 950 nautical miles, which is roughly 1800 kilometers. So we're in for a treat. We'll start from Rijeka to Otocac. We'll be flying a Cessna 172 Skyhawk, which has autopilot capabilities. So this first leg is around 21 minutes, 44 nautical miles. There are a few longer legs, a few shorter. Maybe we'll combine them, but yeah, let's begin. So we are currently set. Let's click this. Do have a warning. So this is the place we'll be landing. The state road D50 is across it. Yeah, let's do the Balkan journey, like it said. So we'll be doing a 134 heading, which is approximately from how the runway is. Let's close this because we don't need that. We have our maps on screen. Battery was a... Is it loading? Okay. So let's get set, center the camera, give it a bit of gas. Like I said, we'll be doing one 3-minute leg, or a 3-minute part, heading 134 for around 6 nautical miles. Like I said, let's follow the map. It has a small route displayed. We won't be needing that. So let's put the nav log over there. And let's go. So rule says fuel's correct for takeoff. Everything's set. Let's give it some beans. Release the parking brake. And here we go. There is a bit of wind. So I have to steer it with my rudders, which isn't the best because I'm using a twisted joystick. Well, let's stay in line with our runway. And here we are. So let's climb to 4,000 foot. Start the clock. And set it on heading mode, which doesn't seem to work. Oh, engage the autopilot, of course. So give it a bit less fuel. And we're off. Welcome to Croatia, our little holiday within all this madness around the world. It just looks beautiful. It is 6 o'clock local, so sunrise. Look at these little coastal villages. So while we're up and away, first of all, just increase our climb a little bit. RPMs are good, but when we're leveling out, I'll hold back on the throttle a bit. Welcome to the Balkans. Your tour begins in Croatia, the land of 1,000 islands. As you depart from Rijeka airport and head southeast towards the coastline or Vinodolski Canal, in the distance look for a nearly landlocked small bay. Saljev Solin, then head past it to the Hook-like Bay and small coastal town of Silo. This is the almost landlocked bay we're at, as I can see on the map. Can we look down? Yeah, it's over here. And then head past it to the Hook-like Bay and small coastal town of Silo. That would be Hook-like Bay. Well, the nose is in the way, but I think it's there. Okay, while we're on it, it's 2 minutes 45, so that means we've had our first waypoint. I can see it in the distance. Also on the map I can see the line a little bit to the right, so we'll adjust our heading to 173, which is right about there. And then carry on traveling south down the coastline. Follow the heading towards a gap between two large hills some miles in the distance. This is the Hook-like Bay in the town of Silo. You can see the little harbor over there, beaches. It's a big city over there. So I really like this plane. It's the Cessna 172 Skyhawk equipped with the Garmin, so we can do autopilot flights. Yeah, finally learned a bit about how to control them with your flight level control. In this case, the heading selection instead of navigation mode. We can do it by GPS coordinates, but yeah, in this little bush trip where we're just finding out how it works, it seems a bit like cheating, eh? So we have to control everything ourselves and don't use the GPS coordinates. Let's see if we can view a bit more. There. The gap between two hills. I think they mean this part. So let's see if we can give us. Yep, that would be that. No rain, luckily. Okay, I believe we are at the gaps. Don't know why it says 3 minutes 35, but maybe this is the road we need to follow over here. I have no clue, but we're going to head to 134, back to 134. There. We're maybe a bit too far away, so I'll be turning a bit. Trek along the State Road D102, heading southeast. After a short distance, it will bring you to the resort settlement of Baska, a cultural and historical center situated on the bay Baskanska Draga. Could that be? There's a few houses over there. I have no clue. Where's on the other side? Let's see the next. This will be the base, so that's our next point of interest. We'll probably went too far, and that will be the village we were looking for. From the bay, follow the rocky shoreline southeast. When you reach the shore's end, make your way across the waters. That would be heading 71. Let's see what our map says. It's pool 33, not POI. Okay, let's see. Well, I do like this navigational system. I've flown a few hours with it, and it just fits like a glove. It's so intuitive on what you need and what you need to push to get what you want. From programming your flight programs to just see the weather. What's it like up ahead? So I'm a big fan. Um, let's see if we can cross that canal over here. Well, it's not a canal. I don't know why it says so. So we'll be turning to the other side. To 71. And we'll be resetting for 2 minutes 53. It seems like a bit of a sharp corner. There will be a small little town over there, and that would be Senj, whatever. My Croatian language is not the best. And from there on we'll be flying to LDRO. That's our uh, destination. So we're about halfway. And let's see what our next stop brings. As you pass over Senj, you look for State Road D23, carving a path up a slope in the cliffside. Let it lead you to Senjska Draga, a deep green valley enclosed by the ridges of the Velika Capella and the Velebit. So the road okay, I can see it. That's 2 minutes, reset, and we'll be heading to 99. That is the road we need to follow. Well, I have to set it to 99. Or is it this road? T23. Either way, we'll be following the road up the hills. Let's see if we can make it. Well, that will be okay. Oh, I have to start it, of course. Enclosed by the ridges of the Velika Capella and the Velebit. So that will be this bridge and I guess that one. We're almost over the mountain, so let's see what our next part brings us. After following the D23 for a stretch, look for the major highway interchange for the A1 motorway. I think that's over there, so we'll be flying a bit ahead because I can see something like a motorway over there. You can see the turbulence the mountain gives you. So I reckon we'll be doing. Well, we're going a bit straight on and then approach from around north. situated close to the road, so we'll be following the road and then just try to land. Okay, let's see what it says. Head southeast from the interchange as the A1 motorway tunnels through hills and eventually leads you to the Gaka River. Yeah, that's that river. Just east of the river on the perimeter of the karst field lies the town of Otocac. Okay, so this would be the motorway with tunnels, and we'll be following that for a while. The time is way off. Kind of amazes me. But from here on we have to go to 136. We'll do that when we're almost above the motorway. We'll just start the turn. One, 3, 6. That's southeast from the interchange as the A1 motorway tunnels through hills and eventually leads you to the Gaka River. We are currently heading straight to the river. So we'll part ways over here, but over there it will come back. You can see the little cars drive over there. So once we approach the river, or from there on, we have to be a bit lower. But I have no clue on what altitude it lies. So the runway is at 114. Running southeast out of Otocac, look for the state road D50 to lead you past the dense patches of forest towards a grass airstrip on the eastern side. So we have two arms of the river that will be joining to one. Where's the first part? Kraken, there would be our runway. So I guess we'll be turning to 114. We're pretty much lined up. So we're coming in from here and then land over there. Okay, so I've got a plan of how to land. So we're going to decrease our altitude first with 1,000 foot. Hold back the throttle. Select the airspeed to 100 knots. It looks like a long patch of grass. Oh, that's a bit too much. I think we have to land over here. Can't see that much. And that means I'm going to adjust my turn a bit. So we are lined up. Further decrease our descent. Make the turn to 130. Get us a line. Okay, just give it a little bit of flaps and disengage autopilot. Adjust the camera, hold back the throttle. Oh, keep your hand on the stick. We are in the right camera position. I have way too much speed for the flaps. I do realize that now.
$500.
And on the brakes. I have to say that was one of my smoothest landings I've ever did. So we're here. That was our first leg. We did it in what, 28 minutes. It's a bit longer than expected, I guess. It said to do it around 22. Whatever. We made it. Yeah, let me know what you think. I probably forgot a lot of procedures. Just to be clear, I'm just a noob trying to have fun, trying to do it as realistic as possible. If you have any tips or comments, please let me know down in the description. If you want to see more, subscribe. If you like this video, like it. You can follow me on Twitch where I do a bit of sim racing. And well, yeah, thanks for watching. Goodbye.